Is it making sense? The Spratlys, the Spratlys, the Spratlys. The Spratlys, once again, just to be clear, is right between us and Vietnam. So actually, if you really ask me, the only people who should be fighting over this thing should be us in Vietnam. But I'm cool with Vietnam, and I like Vietnamese food. But anyway, so the Spratly is answer here. And so what Vietnam did is that they built a resort and military facilities on their islands. They built something there where people can go and they can order buffet. And as we speak right now on that Vietnamese island, somebody is having a pina colada. Okay, so having facilities which serve pina coladas is how Vietnam is keeping their island, by occupying it. What Malaysia did is that Malaysia also opened a resort. So there's actually 2 islands by 2 different countries, both serving pina coladas and diving as we speak. And so what China did, okay, being the biggest bully of them all, in order to stake their claim of everything on their island, those guys built a city hall. They built this huge building. There's like 1,000 people on their island, okay? So there's resort, and like little mini country of 1,000 people with Chinese people in the middle of the South China Sea. So that's what they have, that's what they have, that's what they have, and you know what we have? We have an empty island with a runway as our island claim, with 100 people on it. 30 of them are children between the age of kinder and grade 6. And we have a reef bed where in the 1990s, former President Ramos rammed a bloody boat on it. Since we couldn't build anything on it, we rammed a boat on it to keep it. And believe it or not, there are people there right now. As you read this, there are 8 Filipinos bored out of their minds, without magazines, without cell phone load, perhaps just only a guitar, not even porn. They're out in the middle of nowhere. And these 6 people and these 30 children on the island are the only things that are holding us back by being invaded by China. Okay? Since it's all the game of who can stay on this island, this is the factors that we're playing with. The one island that we have with the runway is called Pag-asa. And this is our biggest hope in keeping ourselves, or in keeping this island in the Spratlys. Every year, the Philippine government, you, me, our taxes, send food to these poor people on the island just to keep them on the island. They're all bored out of their mind. They run out of Biogesic and Band-Aids every so often. They barely even have enough decent drinking water. And can you just imagine how hot it is on that island? Okay, so these 100 people who are protecting us from being invaded by a larger, bigger, more bullying country right above us, we have to keep them healthy and happy and sustained. So, Mayor Bitunononon and I are going to try and bring water filtration facilities, books for education, health facilities. We're basically trying to keep the place health secure and food facilities. Food secure with health facilities. And you should be ashamed of yourselves, Filipino and Philippine government, for not spending money on these people in the last how many decades that we've ever had this much centuries we've had this island. Really. 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 But it's not too late. We can still spend money on these people. Eventually it'd be nice to have like a marina and a boat and a hotel with a nice buffet, but that will all come in the future. But the first thing we gotta do is make Spratlys ours and keep Spratlys as ours. Can you imagine saying 7,106 islands? That bums me out, right? So help Mayor Bitunonon and I log on to our Facebook page, and we'll ask you for donations at some point so that we can help Pag-asa.